All right, let's just get right into it. Chances are, if you're using ChatGPT, you're probably wasting a ton of time. I mean, I know I was. But what if I told you there's a whole suite of powerful tools just hiding in plain sight, ready to totally change the game for how you work, create, and even learn? So, does this sound familiar? You're sitting there typing everything into ChatGPT by hand, every question, every document, and then what happens? You're copying the answers and pasting them into Google Docs or your email or somewhere else. It's just so clunky, right? And we've all just kind of accepted it's the way things are. But seriously, just take a second and think about it. How many hours have you burned just shuttling text back and forth? That whole workflow is completely broken. It's not just slow, it's stopping you from tapping into what this AI can really do. So, what if there was a better way?
Well, there is, and believe it or not, the solution has been hiding right there, behind one simple button, the little plus button. I'm willing to bet most people never even click on it, but that tiny button is your gateway to a whole set of tools that can literally cut your workflow in half. We're talking uploading files, generating amazing images, and even running research for you while you sleep.
Okay, so where do we even begin? Let's kick things off with the really cool stuff. The tools that help you take an idea that's just floating around in your head and turn it into something real. An image, an article, maybe even a chunk of code. First up, we've got the Create Image feature. And honestly, this one is an absolute game changer. You don't need to be a designer. You don't need to know Photoshop. You just type out what you want to see in plain English. And bam, in seconds, you get a totally original, super high-quality image. And the use cases for this? Oh, they're huge. Just imagine you need a custom background for a presentation. You could just type a futuristic city skyline but make it watercolor style, and you get this beautiful, unique image. But here's the magic part. That's just the beginning. You can then say, hey, can you make the skyline a little more purple? Or, you know what, add some flying cars. And it just does it, instantly. Think of all the hours you'll save not scrolling through stock photo sites. Okay, now for anyone who's ever tried to write something long or code something complex, this is going to hit home. There's a feature called Canvas. Think of it like a split screen, where you and the AI are working together. You know the old way, right? It's so painful. ChatGPT totally forgets what you said 3 prompts ago. Well, with Canvas, the AI sees the entire project. It has all the context, so you can work side by side and everything stays consistent. No more copy-pasting back and forth. And that flows perfectly into the write or edit feature. I mean, just think about this. It's like having a professional writing coach on call 24/7. Need to draft a really formal email from scratch? Done. Want to make a blog post sound a lot more engaging? Easy. Just need a second pair of eyes to proofread something important? This tool is right there, ready to help you clean up your text in an instant. All right, let's switch gears for our second section. Now we're going to talk about tools that are all about getting you the exact information you need right when you need it. And this can be anything from some serious academic research all the way down to just finding the best deal on a new laptop. Okay, the deep research tool is wow. It's basically like having your own personal research assistant. You can give it a really complex topic, say the impact of climate change on coral reefs, and it just goes to work. It scours the internet, reads hundreds of articles and journals, and, this is the most important part, every single claim it makes is cited. So you're not getting some random answer from a black box, you're getting a full report built on facts you can actually go and check. But hey, what if your research is a little less academic and a little more, what should I buy? Instead of having like 20 browser tabs open, the shopping research tool does all that heavy lifting for you. You can just say, find me a great gaming laptop for under $1,000, and it'll go out, compare the specs, check the prices, read the reviews, and build you a personalized buyer's guide. Just like this one you see here, with all the pros, cons, and the latest pricing. So these research tools are awesome, but they have a limitation, right? They're looking at the public internet. But what if the information you need isn't out there? What if it's sitting in your own files? Well, that's where this next feature is just incredible. You can now upload and analyze up to 10 of your own files at the same time. So what does that actually let you do? Oh, this is where it gets really, really powerful. You could take a photo of a tricky math problem in your textbook, upload it, and get a full step-by-step solution. Or you could upload a dense 20-page PDF report and just ask, give me the key takeaways, and you'll have them in seconds. You can even upload an Excel sheet and tell it, hey, create a bar chart showing my monthly spending. It's actually working with your stuff. And finally, we have to talk about the classic AI problem. Its knowledge is out of date, right? Well, not anymore. The web search feature solves that. It lets ChatGPT pull real-time information directly from the internet. So now you can ask about today's stock prices, or who won that award last night, or what's happening in the news right now, and you'll get a current answer, complete with links so you can check the sources yourself. All right, we're on to our final section. And here, we're going to look at the tools that take ChatGPT from just being a thing you ask questions to and turn it into a real interactive partner. We're talking about a personal assistant that can teach you things, guide you through tasks, and even connect to all the other apps you use. The study and learn mode it's just amazing for anyone trying to wrap their head around a new topic. See, instead of just spitting out the answer, it acts like a really patient tutor. It uses the Socratic method. It'll break down a tough subject, ask you questions to see if you're following along, and guide you to the answer. It's designed to make sure you're actually learning, not just copying. And maybe the best part is how much you can customize it. You're completely in the driver's seat. You can say, hey, explain this to me like I'm 10 years old. Or you can ask for a really specific analogy, like use football to explain physics to me. Whatever helps you make the information actually stick. Then there's this step-by-step help feature. This one is all about taking those really intimidating tasks and making them feel totally manageable. You know, like fixing a leaky faucet, or tackling a super complex math problem, or even just figuring out how to change a bike tire. It breaks the whole thing down into these clear, simple steps. And if you ever get stuck, you can just ask a follow-up question and it'll adjust its instructions just for you. Now, this next one is where ChatGPT really starts to feel like the central hub for your entire digital life. It's called Explore Apps, and it basically works like an app store. It lets you connect the AI to all the other services you already use, and that just explodes what it's capable of doing. And you can see just how powerful this is when you look at the integrations. You could connect it to Adobe Photoshop and literally edit images just by talking to it, or hook it up to Replit and have it help you code and deploy an app. You could even let it access your SharePoint files and tell it, hey, go find that spreadsheet from last quarter and give me a summary. And you do all of it right from the chat window. So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's that ChatGPT isn't just a simple chatbot anymore, not even close. It has evolved. It's now a creative partner, a research assistant, a coding buddy, and a personal tutor, all in one place. All of these tools are designed to take the tedious work off your plate so you can focus on the stuff that actually matters. When you start using these features, you're going to save so much time, you'll be way more productive, and you'll have expert help whenever you need it. So really, the only question left is, after seeing all this, which one of these hidden tools are you going to try first?